My topic today will be on the benefits of industrial hemp here in Kentucky. So Kentucky has always been known for two things, coal mining and farming. And with the decline of the tobacco industry, which has been the biggest here in Kentucky, farmers and producers are starting to feel kind of a gold rush effect as they're seeing the profits from the hemp industry. I think it's important for everybody to be educated in this topic because it's not only growing here in Kentucky, but it's growing all across the country as well. I'm interested in it because I'm from a small farming community here in Kentucky where hemp is starting to show a lot more. And I also work in an environmental lab where we just received our license a few months ago to test hemp and the products derived from hemp. So last year in 2018, the new Farm Bill was passed, which legalized growing hemp here in Kentucky. Once the bill was passed, the Kentucky Agricultural Commissioner Ryan Quarles stated that he wanted Kentucky to have the reputation as the go-to state for industrial hemp. Also last year, the Kentucky Hemp Pilot Program, which is the hemp research program here in Kentucky, and the Department of Agriculture approved 282 participants for the pilot program. Between all of the 282 participants, they grew and harvested 6,700 acres worth of hemp last year alone. So hemp is a great crop to grow. It can grow in a variety of different soils and can withstand a lot of different weather changes. That's why it's so good here in Kentucky. We have great weather, great soil for it. Hemp also acts as a natural pesticide, and the hemp, when it's growing, grows so closely together that it doesn't leave much room for weeds to grow. So this will cut back on the cost for the herbicides and pesticides that the farmers use for their crops. It also means that since they can grow hemp so closely together, they can harvest more at once versus the other crops they've been growing, which in the long run means more profit for the farmers. And that also means that the products we make out of hemp can be sold at cheaper rates versus the competitors' products. So if Kentucky can be the number one grower for hemp, it'll boost the economy here tremendously, and it'll also open up many jobs for people here in Kentucky. One of the major downfalls of hemp is the confusion between hemp and marijuana. They both come from the plant family Cannabis sativa, and they're both made up of compounds called cannabinoids. And their two major cannabinoids are the tetrahydrocannabinol, which is the THC, and the cannabidiol, which is the CBD. So marijuana is made up of the tetrahydrocannabinol, the THC, which is what gives people the psychedelic high effect. Most marijuana, depending on how it's grown, has between 15 and 25% THC. To be considered hemp, however, you have to have a plant that has 0.3% or less. And hemp is usually made up of a lot more of the CBD than the THC. Since hemp and marijuana are still federally illegal in the United States, that means the plants and the extracts from the plants have to be sent to a lab for compliance testing. In the lab I work at right now, we use a method on the HPLC, which is a high-powered liquid chromatography, to test the levels of THC and CBD and a few other of the cannabinoids found in the plant. For research purposes, we've also started testing heavy metals found in the plants, leftover pesticides, and residual solvents, just to make sure that the product is safe for consumption. We've also started testing the terpenes of the plants, which are the organic compounds found in the plants that give them the unique taste and smell and medicinal uses. So since hemp and marijuana have many similarities, that means you can get a lot of the same medicinal uses out of hemp as you can marijuana without getting the high effect with it. The most popular way to get the medicinal uses out of hemp is to ingest the CBD oil, which is extracted from the CBD, the cannabidiol, in the plant. So it's been proven that the CBD helps with numerous things, but the top 10 reasons people have used CBD are for pain relief, anxiety, insomnia, mental clarity, better focus, muscle recovery, skin clarification, anti-inflammatory effects, addiction recovery, and to treat or ease the cancer treatment pain. Other than medicinal uses, hemp has many other benefits. One benefit is the use of hemp in human food. The hemp seeds actually are a high-quality vegan protein that contain all 9 essential amino acids that we need to find from our food. Hemp is also used to make clothing because 1 acre of hemp can produce as much fiber as 2 to 3 acres of cotton. Hemp fiber is also more durable and stronger than cotton fiber. And many name brand clothing lines, such as Patagonia, are starting to incorporate hemp into their clothing lines. Car companies, such as Mercedes-Benz, have started using hemp-based materials in place of plastic. And those are just a few examples of the benefits of hemp. I could go on for hours about it. So in conclusion, hemp is a wonderful and greatly growing industry that has a variety of uses and benefits and has been around for centuries. And with more research and data, I believe hemp could be a leading industry in the United States.